Welcome back to another Warframe video, and today this is a hot take on the Redeemer versus, well, we're talking about Prime version, versus the Stropha. And I'm looking at these two weapons. I love the Stropha, but the Redeemer Prime is actually doing way better than the Stropha here. And it's crazy because the Stropha has a longer range than the Redeemer Prime, and the Redeemer Prime just only shoots damn near pellets of bullets. And the Stropha is like this sound wave of a shotgun that kind of just hits all enemies. Like all enemies. It doesn't hit two or one or two enemies, it actually hits all the enemies. Which has like I said, the range is just powerful. So I sit here and compare these two weapons as if like, well, one is better than the other. But crazy enough, if we take a look at the Stropha, we take a look at the Redeemer, let's take a look at everything we have going on here. So we have attack speed, right? The Redeemer is very low on attack speed, but the Stropha isn't. Okay, nice. We're not looking at slam attacks. Everything from crit, chance, to multiplier, to status. The Redeemer is losing, but not the status. Now that could play a huge part from the Redeemer being better than the Stropha. But the Stropha has the highest critical chance, better critical multiplier, and yeah, lacks of status. We have 61.6 impact, puncture is 74.8, and 83.6 damage going on for impact, puncture, and slash. Now, looking at all those, it's Stropha's doing better, but it lacks of slash damage when it comes to Redeemer. Okay. I wouldn't say that plays a huge part. Not at all. I would say somewhere status-wise. But the slash damage is good though, so that's not too bad. Now let's take a look at heavy attacks though, because that is what we're going to be doing when it comes down to using these two weapons. How is it that the Stropha has better damage quality in it, but the Redeemer Prime shows less damage? Which is crazy about its heavy attack. Doesn't make that much sense. If we look at the fire rate for Redeemer when it comes to heavy attack, it is better. And the Stropha sucks at that. Just a slight bit. Now, it says the multi-shot, it has multi-shot of 10. But the punch through is better when it comes to Stropha. So that's funny. And then I'm thinking this is Redeemer part. Yeah, this is the Redeemer part, which has blast. Yeah, all this other stuff. So not bad. But the 9% status doesn't make any sense. But here, I think this is what's happening though, is that multi-shot kind of adds a little bit of value. I'm saying, well, it's 9% status, so I don't know. Guess we can't compare these two because this is just melee damage. Just melee damage. I don't know if this is applying to projectile damage since we're aiming the thing and shooting it. This 9% maybe has not much to do with it. I don't know if they're combining these both together, but then again, they're splitting these two factions of fire rate, projectile speed, projectile damage, versus just hitting with the melee weapon, not shooting it. But if we were to take it over here, we're gonna start shooting these enemies. One shot. One shot. One shot. Two people just died now. One got, injured a little bit. One shot. Misses to the head. One shot. This is like insane to me. How it's able to do this without it lacks damage though. It just lacks damage, and the fact that it's able to one-shot an enemy is just that insane. That insane. So Redeemer Prime overall is way freaking better. But there's something that I like about the Stropha though, and I actually explained it in this video. I said the punch through, which it has, I guess, or the range of its fire, is just phenomenal. Like, it's really freaking good. This is what I love about the Stropha, and its insane critical chance you have on here as well. So it might not hit one enemy, but it's hitting multiple and it's killing them all, which I do like about this. But the thing is, if it's only one-shotting enemies with the Redeemer Prime, then what use does the Stropha have? Well, the Stropha does has still use in the game. You can't sit here and deny that it does not have any use in the game, because it still applies many other factors of range, damage, critical chance. Like, those are the main three things that I would say is valuable in the Stropha. All right, if you were to get a Riven right now, you can do destruction with the Stropha. All right, now that might also apply to Redeemer Prime as well, but then again, right, Redeemer Prime lacks of that punch through. It's not good as the Stropha. But this, like I said, this is the hot take of the Redeemer Prime versus the Stropha. So these two weapons are still amazing. Still freaking amazing. There's no doubt about these two weapons. There's no doubt about it. You can't sit here and say that, oh, well, I choose Redeemer Prime because Redeemer Prime can do this better than the Stropha, but the Stropha is better than the Redeemer Prime because it can do this. They both are equally unmatched. Even if the Redeemer Prime is still one-shotting enemies, I still give Stropha some credit for what it can do as well. It might add more critical chance, it might add more range, it might lack the damage that it needs. However, though, it still applies good damage. Overall, the critical chance is something that a lot of people would go for. I think that's why Stropha isn't always down talk or downplayed, because it still is like second to none. Redeemer Prime might be first, but the second Stropha is like right there. To me, I would say, because I would say that is other people's opinions, but me, I feel like these weapons are neck and neck. You can't count none of these weapons out. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But for the build setup, they all are the same, which honestly blows my mind about these two. Maybe I might have to recheck. But this is my setup for the Stropha, and this is my setup for the Redeemer. And they are both exactly the same, just one has a status mod, 60-60. Because I would like to form this again, but honestly, I don't think it needs it. I think Redeemer Prime is just at its peak of strength, you know? So why does it matter if I don't have a fully 90 mod on here? It showed as it showed. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about these two weapons. Are they just, who's better than the other? Who's number one? Who's number two? Or are they just neck and neck? But yeah, let me know in the comments below. But that's all for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Share any videos that you've loved from me so far to friends, family, and especially to someone that actually plays the game, and tell them to subscribe. I would appreciate it a lot. Thank you for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and follow me on all social medias.